So today I want to talk about something a little bit different. If you're just finding our channel, my name's Bill and my partner Eric. We do camera reviews and we do tutorials on photography. We've both been photographers for years, and we talk about the gear we use, new gear that's coming out, and try to help you become a better photographer. But today I wanted to talk about YouTube a little bit, and our channel's about 1.5 years old. And we've definitely learned some things. As a small YouTube channel, we're trying to figure out how this all works, and there are some definite tips that I think we could give you as a new creator. So if you're new to YouTube or you've thought about starting a channel, that's what today's video is going to be about. So stick around. So where do I start with this? We did this just because we were sharing our images on Facebook and Instagram, and we were doing that for years, and it's great to interact with people. We get a lot of questions about photography though, because some of the images we post maybe had some more advanced photography techniques like using motion and things like that, and it's hard to answer specific questions like that in an Instagram comment. So we thought, let's start a YouTube channel. We could just talk about photography. We'll throw in some Disney stuff because that's what our photography is about. But it's a great place where we can just talk photography, talk about gear, why we use certain things, get into the nerdy camera stuff that maybe somebody who just wants to see a picture doesn't care about. They just appreciate a picture. So over the last 1.5 years, the channel's been growing slowly, and we've been learning what works on YouTube, what doesn't, what people want to see, what they don't want to see. And I'm going to give you a couple of tips right here. And the first thing that I'll tell you is, and you may have heard this before, but if you're starting a YouTube channel, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. So if you post a video every now and then, and it's on a random subject that you just want to post a video about, chances are it's not going to get too much play from YouTube. YouTube's a search engine, and first of all, you have to be consistent, and the more content you put out there, the more YouTube surfaces it. But it also has to be things that people are looking for. So if whatever your niche is, like we happen to be photography, so when we post things on photography related things that are searchable, our videos do very well. But the first thing I'll say is be consistent. You really want to post on a consistent basis. So as you build a fan base or a subscriber base of people that are interested in your content, they're expecting videos. And if you're continuously putting them out on a regular basis or semi-regular basis, try to be as consistent as possible. I know it's hard. But the one thing Eric and I have been able to do is every Wednesday and Sunday, we put out a video, and we've done that for 1.5 years. And we've grown to, we're getting close to 6,000 subscribers now, which is nice, and we get a lot of feedback from those people, and we're starting to see the same names over and over again in the comments, and it's nice to interact with people. And I can tell you from our Facebook and Instagram interactions, we've actually made friends from the comments and people talking back and forth, and we've done shooting with people and gone on trips with people, and it's great. It's really great to build a community around what you love. So if we can be the center of that for some people that get together and start interacting together, that's fantastic, and we really enjoy that. When the channel started, we had decided we're going to talk about photography, maybe a little bit of Disney mixed in. And that's what we did. And we started off with the nuts and bolts of photography and nuts and bolts of editing. And that's how we built our video base. But what we quickly found is that people are interested in gear. Doing reviews is something that we've really enjoyed doing. And over the course of the last year, we've done more and more gear reviews, and those have become the most watched videos on our channel. So look at this grouping of videos right here. I was going through our channel today, and this grouping that we did on the Canon M50 was something that I just thought, I'm going to get a Canon M50 because my Nikon was so poor for video. I said, I'll try this camera out. And I decided I'm going to do a little video series on it about how it is for photography. I knew that I wanted it for video, but as a photographer, I said maybe other people would want to know how this camera is for photography, because all the videos that I saw were about its video capabilities, which is what I wanted it for. But it's actually a fantastic little camera, and those 3 videos actually turned out to be our most popular videos. One of them has 60,000 views, which is great, and the other 2 are in the 30s. And whenever we post a video about the M50, we know it's going to get a lot of views because people are interested in that. So that's one of the things if you're starting a channel. Put out videos that people are going to be interested in. Whatever you're talking about, try to do a little research about what's popular in your topic before you do it. And then, do that. And these 3 videos in particular, because they were a series, they did really well. And we haven't done this again where we've done a series of videos. But I think we may do that again because that really worked out well. And people liked being able to go from one video to the other and get a ton of information about this camera. And actually about an hour's worth of information when you put the 3 videos together in one little grouping. So it was really nice to do that. So if you're making videos about something that can be done in a series type of fashion, do it, because people will like to go from one video to the next. It makes it easy for them to learn. And, it's just a great way to, get people involved in your channel. But that doesn't mean you should only make videos to chase subscribership. I'm going to be 100% frank with you here. YouTube, for some people, may be a way to make a living, but for most people, it's not. This is just a fun, creative way for me and Eric to talk about our photography. We've made a few bucks along the way in the last year and a half, but certainly nothing. So it's not a big money maker. So if you're going to dedicate the time to do it full time and go in really hard with this, and try to lock down a niche and really do some research, you probably could build up a really big subscriber base, and if your videos are right, you could turn it into something big. But Eric and I both work full time. We have families, so this is just a fun side thing we do. So that's when I said you're going to get out of it what you put into it. So if you spend the time to make a lot of really high quality videos with a ton of great information, you may be rewarded with some great subscribership, and maybe you can earn money through partnerships and Amazon affiliate accounts or affiliate accounts with other products or brands that you make deals with. There's definitely money to be made out there. So I'm not saying that, but I'm saying for the vast majority of people that are on YouTube, don't count on money coming. It may, at some point, but don't do it just for that. If you have something that you're passionate about, and that's the thing for Eric and myself, we both love photography. We love talking about it. We love getting into the inner workings of the cameras and how to edit and do all that stuff. And we love to watch that type of content, and we like to make that type of content. So that's why we do it. And if anything comes from that, that's great, but it's not why we're doing it. With that being said, though, it is a good idea to open up a Amazon affiliate account. There's nothing wrong with that. If you put links at the bottom of your video for whatever you're talking about, people can go to Amazon and read reviews and check it out. And if they buy something there, you get a small kickback, which is great. And I know when I am watching a YouTube video, if you don't know me or this channel, I have an RV that I like to travel around in, and I have a lot of fun with that. But I didn't know the first thing about RVs. And a lot of the YouTube channels that I was watching how to do various things, they recommended certain products. I would absolutely click on that link and help out that content creator. They put something out there that helped me, and that's the least I can do. It doesn't cost me anything. So that was something that I do, and I still do, and I recommend to anybody that watches YouTube videos, support the creators. It's a great thing that we can find all this information out there. But start your own affiliate account, and whatever it is you're talking about, makeup or photography gear, or if it's tools, or you're doing self-help, or construction, or whatever it is you're doing. If there's something that you use to help you get the job done, put a link in for it, because it'll probably help someone else. And Amazon's such a great place because of the reviews that they have there. There's so much information, and you can hear from real users of the products. So definitely do that. One thing that's really helped us is that there's 2 of us here. A lot of YouTube channels, you really don't see it so much, where there's a team or more than one person. A lot of people try to do this themselves, but you can get burnt out really fast trying to come up with ideas and doing videos every week, and it's just you and you have nobody to bounce anything off of. The fact that there's 2 of us, and we started this photography business that we have with the 2 of us 5 or 6 years ago, and we've stuck together and gone through all this together, because it's just easier when you have someone that you can bounce ideas off of. And there have been times when I've said something to Eric and he's like, nah, maybe we should do it this way, and vice versa. And it's great to have that sounding board, because sometimes unless you're in it, like my wife, she doesn't necessarily know about photography the way I do, and if this would be a good idea, would somebody be interested in that? So it's nice that we can, have each other to do this. Plus, it takes some of the pressure off. On the days where my videos post, I take care of all the comments and all the everything that goes on with the channel, and he gets a break. And we've been doing that for years with our social media accounts. So that's something, if you have a friend that you have the same interest, do something together. It's more fun when you do it together. And for us over the years, it's given us reasons to go on vacations together, to go shooting. When we created our books, we did all that together. It was really collaborative, and it's a lot of fun. So if you have someone you can do things with, do it with them. Here's another tip. Answer all your comments. If somebody has taken the time to actually sit down on their phone, on their computer, and give you feedback on something that you've done, take the time to respond to them. I mean, we try to respond to every single thing across every platform we are on because, we appreciate that someone's actually interested in what we're doing. So I would say that's one of the most important things, is engage with the people that are engaging with you. I'm putting something out there, and I want people to, view it, look at it, whatever it is I'm putting out there. If they take the time to tell me that they're enjoying this video, or the picture made them feel a certain way, or that they loved it, or they asked me for some advice on something, I'm happy to interact with people. And like I said, this is a great way to make friendships and find people in the same community that you're in. We're all interested in the same things. If it's a photography channel, chances are the people commenting are photographers, and you may learn from them. And I love that when people comment and give me suggestions, because it's great. It gives me some, information that I didn't have, and now I can pass that on to somebody else maybe. So it's great when you interact with the people that are following your channels, your Instagram, whatever it is. So take the time, respond to the comments. Every now and then, you're going to miss them. Sometimes you don't get notified, things fall through the cracks. But, I make a point to go back through my comments and, see if I missed something, and try to at least get to every single one. While gear is important, you don't have to go crazy on YouTube. Now, we are not making films. I'm not pretending to be Peter McKinnon. I am a guy sitting in front of a camera imparting advice about photography. Now, my photographic images, I want to look the way I want them to look, because that's what I do. But as far as video, I want it to look decent. But I want the audio to sound good. And this is something that we've struggled with over the years, and I think we finally nailed it down a little bit. But get yourself a decent microphone. I'm shooting here with a Rode video microphone on the Canon M50. Not an expensive setup, but it does the job. And I shoot my videos in front of a big window here, so I just get some natural light on me. And it's a simple setup that I can set up quickly, and it works. You don't have to go crazy. You can, if you stabilize your phone and maybe get a little plug-in microphone for your phone. The phones today are so great, you could probably make perfect videos even with that. You can vlog with a phone nowadays. So just get some decent equipment and try to make sure your audio is decent. You don't want wind, and you don't want it to be uncomfortable for the viewer. You want to have some sort of wind protection on your camera or your microphone or whatever you're using to gather audio. Definitely do that and have fun with it. Just, talk about whatever you want to talk about, and maybe it'll resonate with someone. I also think it's important to have a knowledge base for whatever it is you're talking about. For Eric and I, it's photography. If you're watching this video for the first time and have no idea who I am, and I say, well, you can go to Disney Image Makers on Instagram and Facebook and our YouTube channel, you can look that up and you can see who we are. And if you like what we do, if you think the work is good, then maybe you'll take some advice from us. But it's nice that we have a body of work there that you can look at and say, okay, these guys can take some decent images. Maybe they know what they're talking about. So I think if you have any kind of expertise, it's not bragging, but just put it out there so that people know where you're coming from. If you're a makeup artist and you've been doing makeup for 20 years and that's what your channel's about, give some examples of your work. If you're a carpenter and you've built furniture, show your furniture. Whatever it is that you do and whatever it is that you want, people to come to your channel for, show that to them. Show them your favorite thing that you did. Show them this amazing image that you caught. Whatever it is, show it. Don't be embarrassed about it. And, that's why they're coming to you. They're looking for knowledge. Usually on YouTube, when you go to a channel, if this video gets discovered, this is for someone who wants to start a YouTube channel. That's what this video is for. So, I've been doing YouTube for 1.5 years now. So I have a little bit of advice. Somebody who has 500,000 subscribers, I would go watch them because I'm not there yet. So, maybe for a small subscriber, I'm not making brand deals and I'm not, trying to get 1 million views on a video. I'm happy, we get a couple of thousand people that watch our video. So if you're starting out, maybe a small creator like me can give you some, foundation points to get started with. And then as you get better and bigger, you look to a different creator who's a little further along in the ladder that can help you out with wherever you are. Man, I'm looking at this video. It's totally overexposing. That leads to the next thing. You got to learn how to edit video. And this was really a challenge for Eric and I, because we're pretty fluent in Adobe Lightroom and Photoshop, and we've been using these programs for years, and here we are with Adobe Premiere, and it's just completely foreign to us. So you're gonna have to learn how to edit in some way with some sort of software. So if you're going to be putting videos out there and you want to start a channel, maybe it's worth it to take the time before you get going to actually do some test videos and actually try to get through and edit. Learn how to add music to a video, learn how to, do some, cutting and, moving things around and overlaying things and using text. You don't have to get elaborate with this color grading and everything. You don't have to do that, but you do want to learn basic exposure and things like that. Like, I know this video, when I'm shooting it here, I'm going to have to bring the exposure down. But now I know how to do that. When we first started, I had no idea, and it was very frustrating. So, and that's when I went to YouTube and found somebody, who edits videos. So there are a lot of great sites out there for, video editing and things like that. But you're going to have to learn how to do it if you want to be on YouTube. Okay, I hope this helped some of you. It's just some thoughts I had. We have to come up with these videos every week, and this was an idea I had as I was going through my videos. I'm looking as some of them, we get a couple of hundred views, some we get 5,000, others 30,000. So it's very interesting to see what people are interested in and how to make the channel grow. So I know that if we wanted to dive in real hard with gear reviews and things like that, that would probably make our channel grow. But we also like to talk about photography and just the shooting and going out and shooting and things like that. And while those videos don't do as well, those are for us. We enjoy doing those and hope that, if there's some other photographers out there, that maybe something about actually taking the shot and not just the gear that we use for the shot. So it's a balance. And with whatever channel you want to start, don't expect anything the first few months. It's just about learning the process, getting videos out there. Just load them and put them out there, and don't worry about it. Just get the stuff out there. They're not going to be good. You're going to feel a little awkward on camera, but over time you become more comfortable, and it's a lot easier to just sit down, make a video, and get it done quickly and get your thoughts out. I'm going to put a video here that I did about social media, and just some thoughts on how Eric and I grew our social media accounts, and maybe some thoughts on that. And then this video here, I'm going to put the first video that we ever did on the channel, so that you can look back on it and see how we looked compared to this. It's a fun video we did down in Walt Disney World. See you in the next one.